So this is so sci-fi. Okay, so when I was growing up, I read. I didn't really read a lot of sci-fi, but I remember the whole idea of talking and seeing each other in different parts of the world. That was sci-fi world. That was only in the books. And here we are, talking from different parts of the world, and I still think it's insane.
Yeah,
I'm still just absolutely in belief that this is happening.
yeah,
So awesome.
absolutely.
And
Me
so
too. Me too.
it's a movie. Have you ever seen that Kubrick's movie 2001 Space Odyssey? He was that movie when it came out. I think it came out in 81, maybe 79. I don't even know. But when it came out, it was this big thing. A computer was talking to a human being, and it was like a big deal. People thought this will never happen, but here we are. It's all happening.
Yeah.
And now we have robots that can talk like human beings already.
Um, Soon we'll be
Yeah.
like, you know what? I really like that girl, and you won't be able to tell if it's a real girl or not real. She'll come to dinner and she'll talk like a regular human being.
Yeah. At least that's how I feel like using this like online dating apps, or just any apps that requires this communication. I'm not really sure like all the time whether I'm talking to a real person or a robot.
Yeah, that's I get that feeling too.
Or if it's a woman who is used to be a man, or vice versa, you never know anymore.
Yeah.
Never know. I had this experience recently where I went to, this is before Corona thing started. I went to this hairdresser salon. I wanted to cut my hair, and I see this woman looking at me. And I had this really strange sensation. I was looking at her. I'm like, why am I attracted to this girl? I'm not really attracted to girls at all. I'm attracted to this woman. And she's looking at me and I'm looking at her. And she starts speaking and she has really deep voice. And I keep saying to her, wow, you have such a good voice. I've always wanted to have a voice like that. I always wanted to be a singer with really low voice. And she's not saying anything. I keep commenting on the voice. Suddenly she says, well, okay, well, I used to be a guy and I'm transitioning into a girl. And this woman looked exactly like a girl. So I remember leaving the place and feeling kind of like, wow, that was so strange, because my reaction, my attraction was towards a man. Because on purely hormonal level, I reacted to hormones of a man, but it was a girl. So I just kind of left, and I kind of thought, wow, in the future, you won't be able to tell. You'll be just in love with the person, and they will be perfect woman, a perfect man, and you won't even know. But on very fundamental hormonal level, there's something odd, because you can't really trick the nature.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't.
No, that's not right. From my understanding, that's it. Again, this is the idea of your generation, that you can't, and by the fact that I'm used by this ability to express and talk right now. It's our and Tarek's generation too. For my little brothers, it would be normal to do conversation like that and not in the real life. So let's imagine in 50 years, I don't know, 20 years, kids would just got born, right? Let's say in 20, 30 years, they would have no, prejudgments. They would be feeling perfect about those, how would I say it? Unset points of nature, in terms of who is that? Is that a woman, man?
They probably won't even ask those questions. It will be normal.
There will be no dissonance in their mind of oh damn, I actually was attracted to a man, pure man's hormone. No, That would not be a case, you know. That's just my opinion.
I totally believe what you're saying, and I'm just kind of we are product of our time and our generation and our past and the countries we were born in and all the kind of stuff. So for me, it is still kind of, I wouldn't say shocking, but not normal. That's not normal. So, so whenever a woman is talking at me and I sense that's not a woman, my body doesn't react to that normally. I have to process and tell myself, oh, it's normal, but it isn't actually, you know, so.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really encountered any, you know, this Transformers. That's how Vladimir put it. Describe them. But yeah, sorry for like, it's like in our audience gonna be somebody who is that type. Sorry, no offense.
But that doesn't happen a lot in China, or no?
No. That's the problem. You know, I've never met anybody like that in China. You know. Or only on dating apps, to be honest, you know. I know there is a gay bar in this city. I probably gotta check that out, you know.
You gotta watch that video I sent you about the Republican from Atlanta.
Yeah,
a lot of good points against, you know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll watch it. Breakfast Club.
Just like how we're teaching the children, basically, she was saying it's not right to tell them lies, which is
it's not right to tell them lies.
Yeah, like about
what
sex.
What do you mean by lies?
She was saying that you can't tell a kid that they're not a boy if they were born a boy, because that's just lying to them. Like she says that if you become an adult and you decide that that's what you want to do, she said that's fine, but like we shouldn't be teaching kids about transsexuality, because that's like,
I totally agree with that, because kids, first of all, when you're little, that shouldn't be your concern.
Yeah.
Sex, sexuality, hormones. You should have a childhood, proper childhood, and you should run around and enjoy yourself and play in the freaking dirt or whatever. Now kids playing computer games. So then when you're a teenager, like for example, a few years back, I had a friend who had a teenage son, and that teenage son, when he was 12, he came home and he said, I am bisexual. And the family was shocked. The family was not into that kind of thing, but they kind of went, well, you know what? I guess there's nothing we can do. He's a bisexual. Another year went by, he said, I'm gay. Another year went by, he said, I'm actually straight and I'm in love with this girl. Now he's been dating girls like crazy. What I'm saying is there could be a period of complete confusion in teenagers' life. And if the surrounding will say, well, you know what? You kind of look weird. You might be this or that or this. A teenager might believe that and change hormonally, go through surgeries, and then a couple years later, absolutely regret the process. We don't know. And so to influence a child that direction is not right. And when somebody reaches their 20s or late teens and they're really sure they want to go through all that, then yes, there's no problem in that. But before that, I don't think it's right.